Hello, my name is Heidi from While They Were Napping. If it's your first time here, welcome to our channel. We do family vlogs and I do mommy channel stuff, and then also on these days, Monday monologue. So today's topic is my miscarriage.
Let's go.
All right, this is definitely one of those videos that I've put off. I have a couple kind of in the back of my mind that I think would be good to do in order to help people, but are obviously not the most fun video to make. I just wanted to share my story, and if it can help any of you, then that is all this is about anyway, really. So after our 5 years of infertility, if you didn't see that video, I'll link it here somewhere on the screen so you can see. Yeah, we didn't want to prevent anything after that. So it was great to be able to get pregnant again with Declan. And then after Declan, we thought we'll just go again. So it was great. It was like, it just seemed perfect, you know, just be able to get pregnant again with our third baby. I didn't really know how many weeks I was at that point because I wasn't really sick yet. So and my cycle also wasn't like really on target yet, so I didn't really even realize that I was pregnant until November 2nd when I took my test. And it was so awesome, and I was all excited because I could plan, you know, to surprise John and everything. So I had shirts printed up without him knowing, and it was awesome. And actually we used those same shirts in the baby reveal for Quinn, so the shirts just fit a little snugger then because obviously I had bought them earlier and had a smaller size. But anyway, if I can find that picture of Aiden and Declan around Thanksgiving 2 years ago, then I'll insert it here on somewhere on the screen because it's so cute and it just shows how little they were when we found out. And I still look back on that with fond memories. We told our whole family at Thanksgiving that year, and everyone was, you know, so happy for us. And oh, those Rollins, you know, they know how to make babies. Here they go, number 3 already. And just all those, you know, little cracks at family functions are always kind of funny. But we were so excited. And so I went and I called and made an appointment. And they said, oh, you're still pretty early, we think, so let's put, you know, your appointment out. So it was just after, you know, just after Thanksgiving in the beginning of December. So that was exciting. I was like, okay, great, you know, like, you know, almost to that 3-month mark of being able, you know, to be a little bit more just, you know, breathe a sigh of relief about getting to that mark. My doctor didn't at first at the appointment see the heartbeat, and she was like, okay, well, let's look at the, you know, the measurements and stuff. There's the, you know, the yolk sac, and there, you know, she's like, she's kind of just going, you know, like humming and everything. And I was just like, I was thinking, oh goodness, like, is this, I don't know, I just picked up on her tone right away, and I was like, I've lost the baby, like, really, I've lost the baby. And I was kind of in shock, like, surely I haven't lost this baby. There's, you know, I had been sick. I've been actually pretty, like, very sick, the most sick I'd been out of all my pregnancies on number 3. And so I thought, oh, surely, like, I have all the hormones. But it was weird. I did pick up on her tone. So she's like, well, let's get a closer peek. And she did the internal ultrasound and to look for the baby's heartbeat. And she was just like, oh. She just kept going with that. Oh, I'm so sorry. And then I was just like, I knew even before she said she was sorry that the baby didn't have a heartbeat. So, it was totally shocking because you know, it was just our first appointment. So I didn't even know, you know, if, that anything was wrong. And John was with me, which was great, but it was just, you know, it's just a very lonely feeling. This is all your body, and you know, because I'd been throwing up and everything, I just thought for sure that we were okay. So, yeah. You know what kind of sucks too is that I was still sick after knowing that I had lost the baby. I was still throwing up, and I even told her, I'm like, I just threw up, and you know, I still feel nauseous. And she said, well, your body still thinks you're pregnant because you haven't passed the baby yet, and you're still gonna have those hormones going. So I never had heard of that before. I'd heard people, you know, passing naturally, but I hadn't heard of people actually still continuing to throw up and everything. And that was just like a dagger to the heart. You know, not only have I lost my baby, but here I am continuing to throw up afterwards. Anyway, my doctor did give us, you know, options. She's like, you can take this, you know, basically the day after pill to make everything, you know, happen faster, or we could do a D&C if you'd like. And I was just like, you know, I was like, no. And she was like, yeah, I would suggest just going naturally. She's like, your body says you're 11 weeks, but the baby's measuring about 9 weeks, and you'll be okay to pass the baby naturally. You wouldn't need anything extra. And so I was like, okay. And she just sent us on our way. So we just tried to go on, you know, obviously we're mourning the loss that we had, but it was kind of like, oh, what else can we do? You know, I kind of just went into this mode of, there wasn't anything we could do, so why get super crazy emotional about it, and kind of put my tough girl thing on or something. Plus I have had several friends that have had miscarriages. Well, I don't even know if it'd be called miscarriages. They had stillborns and had to actually, you know, go through labor to have their children. And so with that, you know, I just, I don't even know how to say it. I almost didn't feel like I had the right to mourn as much as they did or something. Because it's like, well, you know, my baby wasn't even that far along. Wow, this is weird. I don't know, I'm kind of working it out as I'm talking to you right now. So I just didn't really know how to go through it. And but we just, you know, for the boys and for everything, we just kind of kept going. And we even had Christmas pictures planned with my friend Cassie to take. She's like, oh, do you still want to take them? And I was like, yeah, of course I want to take them. You know, we still, you know, need Christmas pictures, and we still, you know, want this memory for our family, you know, just being all, the 5 of us. I don't know, it just sounds really weird to say, but, you know, like I hadn't passed that baby yet, so it was almost like a part of our family picture right there. So that might sound really weird to some people, but it's just, you know, like I don't have a lot that I still have of baby July. We would call it baby, you know, just, I don't have a lot. I have that Christmas picture, and then I have a bracelet that my friend Sarah gave me that says November 2nd on it, which I just love it because it's, you know, it's the day I found out I was pregnant. So anyway, it's just weird the things that you hold on to, no matter how small. And I still look at, you know, kids that are around 2 years old, and kids that especially are born in July, and it makes me happy to see them, like, but then it also reminds me of, you know, the baby that I would have had that was that age. And so it does get better with time, but it's still hard. So back to finish the story for you, I guess. So we went to, I think it was the 2 weeks, and then in the morning of my appointment, I started cramping, and I was like, oh my goodness, it does feel like early labor. It's the same kind of cramping feeling that I had before. And I was like, I just told John right away, I'm like, this is it. And I had like one big cramp, and then I literally had to run to the bathroom because I knew what was going to happen. yeah, that was really bad. Actually, I didn't know what to expect, and I don't know. I guess I should have watched some YouTube videos or something, because it would have maybe helped me. But I guess also everyone's a little different. But it was just like literally just like cramp and gush, cramp and gush. And that sounds really disgusting, but that's what happens. It's your body's just like, gotta get rid of this. It's not supposed to be in here anymore. So it just started right then, and I knew I had my appointment within an hour, and I just called and I was like, it started here at home. Should I still come at my appointment? It actually just started. And they were like, no, still come in, because my doctor could like sort of help it along so it wouldn't take as long. So I went into my doctor's appointment, and she was able to like swab and just get everything in there as clean as she could. She actually did see the baby and take the baby out at that point. And she said, oh, and then she's like, okay, that was it. You're all done. And I just, wow, just saying those words again, I mean, it was kind of I guess a relief. It was, that I didn't have to have a longer time of waiting and everything. And I don't even know what I'm saying right now. Just to know that you're like in that moment, your baby's gone. And I mean, even though the baby was already gone, but anyway, I don't even know if this is making sense. It was hard to hear her say that. But that was it basically. And then I knew I'd be bleeding for a while longer, and I really wanted to be done before Christmas, just to be able to wake up Christmas morning. And she said, you never know how long a person will bleed for, especially since she was able to help things along in the office. But it still, Christmas Day, I was still bleeding. I was like, oh, I just really wanted it to be over with. And then it did stop soon after that. Can't even remember. It just slowly tapered off, and then we just needed a break before trying again. I mean, there was a part of me that just wanted to get pregnant right away and kind of be like, okay, let's rush past this and fill it with another baby. But there was just the other part of me that was like, that was a baby. Like, that's baby July. Like, to rush by it without like fully, I don't know. We just didn't feel right about it. I mean, everyone's different, but we just needed some time. And even John was like, after that, maybe we're just supposed to have two. Like, that was really hard. And I even thought that for, I don't know, just a little bit, because I did want more kids. And but we never found out the gender of the baby. The doctor did say we could have asked, but I felt like that would have been so much harder to know. And sometimes I regret that. Could have found out the gender and had a name or something. But really, baby July is all I need to move forward. And I know I'll meet that baby again, and I have so much faith that I will. And so that, I don't know. I don't even know what else to say. This is actually a little harder than I thought. So I don't really talk about it much anymore. And like John and I talked about it, but it's just, it's just hard. It's hard to really talk about things, and I don't know, some guys are emotional, and John's not really that emotional. Obviously I am. So anyway, I'm vlogging this while it's raining outside, and it's kind of like this sort of cleansing feeling, just even being able to say all this to you guys and look outside beyond the camera and see everything just wet from the rain and the trees outside hanging with droplets of water. And I just feel a lot of peace right now, and I really hope that this helps someone out there.